This is Super Divernaut. Oh man, I look like a very impatient spaceman. Let's go check out the start. Okay, your spaceship has crashed in the ocean. You were thrown from the ship in the crash, and now you must find your way back to the signal for help. The ocean floor terrain is treacherous, and your way is blocked by a series of walls. Find the explosives, find a hole to the ground, blow up the underground, and destroy the wall that blocks your path. You have a harpoon, a knife, and a flashlight. Under the sea! Nope, this music doesn't go with it at all. So this is all procedurally generated, so actually this looks pretty good for procedural generation. Let's try out what I got here. There's my knife, map to square, there's my flashlight, and there's my harpoon. All works pretty well. Alright, so we have a lot of variety immediately to try to fight things off. Oh boy, this looks dangerous. Let's see if I get eaten. Oh, it's a shop. I totally thought there was going to be a giant thing for me to kill in here. Well, now, one of the mechanics of this game is the air mechanic. You'll see in the top left right there. That's actually both my life and my ability to explore. As I explore different things... Got him. As I explore different things, it's actually going to use up air just by moving. I believe it's anytime I go to a new area. Let me check that. Yeah, whenever I go to a new area, it's actually going to take some of my air away. So, I need to be very careful with my exploration. Now, one thing I do like right here is this game actually has, it sounds like some vertical reorchestration, which is a very cool game mechanic that I don't think is utilized enough, where actually the music will change depending on the situation. It's very adaptive in that sense. Once I got into a fight, it started the music, the drum in the music up, the drums in the music up. Very cool. That's something I don't see enough in games, and it's actually one of my favorite things to have in games, ever since Rayman 2: The Great Escape made horizontal resequencing a big thing for me. Horizontal resequencing being where you take one giant song and keep jumping around that song, which all kind of sounds the same, but it ends up being for different situations. If you've ever played Rayman 2: The Great Escape, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about when I say horizontal resequencing in its music. Alright, let's see. Now, I did notice there's a little bit of info down there. The UI is a little bland, I gotta say, especially because it doesn't really... missed. It doesn't really show me that much info. I guess there's not much to show. I don't know if I have any harpoons. I'm assuming I don't have like a number of harpoons. I probably can do this all day. Don't really know. Money's on the bottom left. I have the explosives. I guess it conveys everything it needs to, but it's pretty bland looking, you know? Ooh. Stop that. I need that air to live. I feel like you could do more with the look, you know? Definitely explore this underwater, nautical theme a bit more. Maybe get it feeling like get it looking more like your character, let's say. So, I got this helmet and everything. What if this heads-up display, looked kind of like my helmet, I guess, for lack of a better term? What if it looked like it was all part of my helmet? I don't know the best way to describe what I'm trying to get at here, but basically... Oh, I just realized I have a little fish friend. Aw, he's my buddy, and he's swimming around me. That's so fun. Nice little bit of flair right there. Nice little extra unnecessary but awesomeness. Ah, get out of here. Not quite sure what the flashlight does yet. Let's test it out. Oh, I guess it kind of stuns. That's pretty sweet. I'll have to do that more often. Alright, I got 32 gold. Let's see if I can buy something at this shop before I move on. Alright, so what do we have here? We have, it looks like an air tank, an air bubble, and flippers. I don't have enough of the flippers yet. I'm going to guess they make me go faster, so I'm going to save up for that, actually. What's this? Dun dun! Did I just lose a lot of air? What the hell? I have no idea what that was, but I probably never want to get it again. Hey, sweet. Alright, don't care about air anymore. I'm pretty good right now. Let's use our stunning flashlight of righteousness. Oh, I guess it only lasts for a little while. Oh, it actually pushes away, too. Interesting. Stun, stun, and then harpoon. Damn, gotta get that down. Now, I don't know if there's any charge on this or anything. Ooh, can I get these? Very carefully. There we go. Ooh, murdered him good. I pinch. I pinch, I pinch. More fishy friends? More fishy friends! More fishy friends! I'm gonna be king of the fish. Alright, I have enough of the flippers now. Let's actually journey back and try to get some of them. It looks like the underground hole is right over there. Knifey, knifey. I like that knife animation quite a bit, actually. It's pretty slick. These are some tiny, tiny enemies. But you can definitely get them if you go for them. I do like the things, even though they can get stuck, they do tend to move back into a position where you can pick them up. It'd be nice if they moved a little quicker, but they do get out of the way. That's important. My fish friend is more than just Flare. That's good to know. I like their swimming patterns. That looks really good. It looks really realistic to a degree. Alright. Flippy, flippy. Ooh, look how quick I move. Flippy, flippy, flippy. Flippy, flippy. Oh, look, I can go through rocks now. It's like in Binding of Isaac when you get flight. That's a good deal. Fish friends, kill for me! Kill them all! Oh, that was poorly shot. Also that. I ain't gonna die to no red snapper. I like being able to fly. Makes life a lot easier. Of course, now I'm just kind of getting greedy. I should probably be a little more careful. I do like the mechanic of air. Okay, I guess I don't want to go that way just yet. Maybe I want to explore a little bit more. Like every other roguelike in the world, you always want to figure out what's available to you. Now, one thing I'm noticing is everything is completely open, which means no matter what, it seems like I'm always going to be able to go up, down, left, and right, no matter where I am. And I think that that's actually, it detracts from the overall level design. If the procedural generation could actually create block-offs, you know, like so you can't go to every square in this grid, then that'd be pretty cool in terms of making it feel a little more diverse, you know? Because right now I feel like I'm very much not worried about where I can go. Whenever I feel unsafe, there's always going to be somewhere that I can go back to. There's no real corridors, you know? It's not a big deal, it's just that it kind of leaves me in a situation of power. Wherein in a lot of roguelikes and roguelites, you always want to try to take away as much power as you can from the player. Make it as hard as you can. But right now, I always seem to have retreat options. I always seem to like, okay, well, I know it's always going to be safe for me to go back in almost any game. But I mean, I can actually go around things in this game. Again, not a big deal. I'm probably focusing way too much on Binding of Isaac. I think it would just give the underground a bit more of a feel. What's this all about? Wait, I just noticed there's some kind of door here. Is this... Oh, hello. Where did I just go? Uh-oh. I think I just left them... Oh, no! That was leaving. So what was the exclamation? Wait, I found the explosives, but I never actually used them. What happened? Was the wall not in my way for some reason? That might have been a bug. Because I thought that was the point, was the wall was supposed to be blocking my way, and I had to use the explosives to stop that. Weird. I feel like there was a lack of conveyance right there. Okay, so that's a bug. The developer confirmed that is definitely a bug. Alrighty, now we know. Found the explosives again. It's okay, we'll be checking out the underground area here one way or another. No, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm earning it first. I'm gonna earn it, damn it. I wonder if that's partially because I can fly. Maybe I can just fly over the wall. I'm gonna earn my way out, damn it. Now, I'm hoping to see some more diverse enemies in the near future. Ooh, look at that. There's a lot of goodies here. We'll come back to that. Ooh, there's actually a current right now. I'm actually being pushed back. That's a nice little change up right there. Something very simple that can kind of change everything in terms of your combat. I'm a fan. Ah, no. Here, lights. Shineth upon thee and then die. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get all stunned and crap. Light feels a little OP, not gonna lie. Whenever I feel like I'm in a jam, I feel like I can just flash light on something and then I'm pretty much set. Might want to find a way to limit it as much as you can. Because right now, I'm pretty sure I can just... Oh, you know what? It does seem like it does go out after a while. That blinking is telling me that it's not going to stay much longer. But the thing is, I have no idea just how much charge it has left or anything. I don't know if the charge is based on movement. Maybe I get a little more charge the more I move. Much like real flashlights. There are actually a lot of flashlights out there where you can shake them just to give them power. It's that simple. You just shake them and you're good to go. Alright, let's grab some air, and then we'll check out this exclamation point area. Down the hole! Alright, space array to jump. Haha! I can fly. I don't need any of that. that would just hinder me. So this actually, it's very reminiscent of Zelda to me right here. You know how in Zelda there are those dungeons where well, all the dungeons, usually whenever you found your secret stuff in the original Zelda I'm referring to, of course, it went 2D and you would go around and try to pick it up with some bats around you and stuff like that. It also reminds me of Link's Awakening more. Link's Awakening had those 2D segments where it was still basically the same exact game, except it just suddenly turned 2D. It's pretty neat, actually. And it's kind of cool to see that happening again. Interestingly enough, I gotta say, I like the way the underground looks way, way more than topside. And I don't know what's up with that. I think it might just be the color palette. I like it a bit more. Maybe the fact there's a background. Oh, here we go. This is a boss. Our first boss. Well, second boss, but who's counting? I didn't really get to do the other one. Can't really use my flashlight down here because it's always active, it seems. So, I feel like... Right, a gift from the mermaid. Nice. I feel like right now I'm not being challenged enough, and I think a lot of that is related to... with roguelikes. Oh, crap. With roguelikes, there's always the element of resource management that you have to take care of, whether it's the amount of money you have, whether it's the amount of arrows you have, whether it's the amount of bombs you have, something like that. In this game, all the resources are completely free. I have infinite harpoons. I have infinite light for the most part, it seems like. The only thing I really have to worry about is my air. And I feel like that's kind of a waste, if I'm being honest. I feel like this game could definitely be harder than it is, and it wouldn't really hurt anyone. In fact, I think it would make it more interesting and more challenging. So, I always have the knife. Heavy and healthy. Cool. I always have the knife, and that's a good deal. That's something that I can always rely on, much like in Binding of Isaac, how you can always rely on your tears. But I also always have harpoons, and I'm kind of curious why that is, considering I don't always need the harpoons. The harpoons actually just make my life easier, but it's not really something that needs to be with me all the time. Get out of here. Knockback works pretty well. Now, the only thing I can say about the harpoons is they do have a little bit of a delay between shooting them, so, you know, there's a little something to them, but honestly, it feels like the harpoons are way more useful than they need to be, and way more available to you than they should be. I think it'd be interesting to see what would happen if harpoons actually became a resource you had to watch out for, you know? What if harpoons became something where you had to buy them if you wanted them, or find them, you know? Much like in Binding of Isaac with the bombs. Because right now, it's just way too easy to use them whenever I need them and just have them all the time, you know? Now, there might have been a secret here, I don't know, but I can't really push the rock or anything, or... Because, you know, I'm flying now, so I might have screwed myself on that. Definitely looks like a secret, though, or some kind of special thing. Now, also with the enemies, I'm definitely thinking we're going to need more enemies. I'm on the second level by now. I'd love to see something different than just the fish and the jellyfish. I feel like I'm yearning for more enemy types here. So we've seen jellyfish. Haven't seen any sharks yet. Haven't seen any octopuses. Haven't seen... I'm trying to think of... Oh, look at that. Is this actually blocking me? Hey, like we were talking about before. So it looks like there is actually some blocking off that happens. Oh, secret underground area. Hello. Swish, swish. I have a fish. Huh, neat. Alright, so I found a secret. Yay. As I was saying before, though, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, enemy types. So let's see. Sharks, octopuses, what else can we get in here? Narwhals. Let's get some narwhals in here, right? Or at least make them friendly, because everybody wants a friendly narwhal, pal. I can't go up that way. I will say the most unique thing I like about this game is the idea of air being consumed by movement. Really makes you decide whether or not you're going to be exploring more or moving on. Now, hopefully in the next level we'll see a new enemy. The lighting effects work pretty well in this game, I gotta say. I like the whole light surrounding you and everything, and then you got... Actually, it looks like my flashlight is out right now. That's neat. So I guess you can run out of flashlight. I just don't know how to get it back at this point. I'm pressing Y and nothing's happening. Or triangle for you PlayStation players. Dolphins with chainsaws dropping from space. Is that so much to ask? Hell, I drop from space. I would love to have a dolphin join me with a chainsaw. Don't know where that came from. Got a little dolphin in me, what can I say? Definitely some sharks with freaking laser beams, you know? Definitely have some fun with this game, you know? Make some hilarious enemies. I mean, we're obviously, actually, I think I just found a way to glitch the game, so I can walk over this rock, right? But can I go diagonal? Nah, that'd be too easy. I guess that's not a glitch at all. But anyway, definitely have some fun with the enemies in this game, because this game is rife for fun times, let's face it. This game is definitely wide open for hilarious enemies. Huh, there's actually no way in there. That's interesting. Maybe make the minimap more directed looking instead of just a grid. So you can actually say, like, okay, this room can go into this room. It would just make it look better, in my opinion. Krakens. We need some Krakens. Okay, we're in the bed now. Uh-oh, I can't control anything. Oh my goodness, this current's so strong. Interesting. So now we're getting into really strong current territory. And the music changed, and the whole atmosphere changed. We got a whole palette swap here. That's sweet. So maybe in addition we'll see some, maybe we'll see some new enemies, huh? Here's hoping. No, still eels, still fishies, and jellyfish so far. Come here, you. Come here. I am the hunter. You are the delicious fish. Nope, that's a waste. Let's hold off on those. Now, in terms of the air as a resource thing, I haven't... maybe it's just because I'm relatively good at the combat, but I haven't felt too much like I'm... Oh, there we go. Now they're starting to shoot. Okay. So now we're getting a little something, a little change up. Not a lot, but something. Can definitely stand to have some more. Lisa, can I have some more? Let's grab that air bubble. There we go. Alright. Boss over there. Hydrodynamics! Unfortunately, I have no idea what most of these are doing, but that is always the fun of roguelites. Now, if I press start or select... No, okay. I don't know how I can actually check to see what items I have equipped right now. Obviously, I have the flippers equipped, but nothing else is really showing right now. Nothing else seems to have any kind of a visual indication on my character. Really do like that knife swing animation. Something about it really feels juicy and good, you know? Maybe it's the fluidity of it, I don't know, but it definitely works. Where are my explosives at? Alright, I forgot about the crabs. There are the occasional lobsters down here. Crabs, lobsters, I don't care, I don't need either of them. The jellyfish have been shooting. I guess I haven't been paying attention. I guess I missed that. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Gotcha. Alright. Where are those explosives? Come on, I'm under the sea here. There's got to be explosives down here. Everybody throws explosives under the sea. It's just what they do. Ow. There we go. So my flashlight is still not working. I don't know how to recharge that or if you even can. Interesting. I just shot diagonal, didn't I? I guess if I'm facing or moving diagonally, I can kind of shoot diagonally too. Much like curving your shots in Binding of Isaac. I'm making a lot of Binding of Isaac references here, but that's actually, in my opinion, a high compliment because Binding of Isaac is kind of the go-to roguelite. Ah, there's the explosives. Ooh, ooh. Come on, Mr. Hard-Shelled. There you go. I guess I should probably use harpoons on him more. Alright, tons of air, tons of air. Oh, boss is right here, actually. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Neat. Got a little bit of a lag spike during that, but it looks like this is a sectional-based boss. And I can hit multiple sections. Ooh, and then his little friends come. And they have a lot of money. It's like killing goldfish and selling the gold. Goldfish are made of gold, right? You need to drop now. Alright, so he's slowly changing color. Kind of reminds me of Mario in a weird way, those caterpillar things, you know? Oh, ho ho! This guy is loaded! Come here. Come here. More money. But he's not really hard, he's just loaded. Air up! Ow! I guess I shouldn't have touched that. Are there things that just hurt me? Like, are there items that are literally just hurting me? I don't get it. Why would you do that to me? Looks like I'm going this way. Ah, jumping crabs. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Ah, get back here. I'm greedy. Yeah, there must have been some heavy draw calls going on there. I assume it might have been set so it drew constantly while the knife was on it. I'm actually noticing, and now that I see it, every time I hit something, actually, there's a lag spike. I just noticed that. It wasn't so obvious before. Maybe it actually felt, you know, kind of good to have that little lag spike, like everything stopped for that hit. But you notice it when you hit multiple things. Interesting. I'm going to chalk that up to a bug. Beta is beta. No boss because I fought him ahead of time, so just drop it and get out. I do like the escape mechanic. You know what? It kind of feels like Descent. I don't know how many people have ever played Descent, but you used to go for the core, and then you'd have to find the escape hatch before everything blew up after you killed the core. It was kind of cool. And it's kind of cool to get that here, too. But there's no real countdown or anything, so it's not as nerve-wracking. But I am running out of air. I guess the countdown can be if I get hit by too many rocks, I die. But the rocks definitely work. I'm all in favor of that right there. Alright, let's go get some health. Air. Air, glorious air! Alright. Let's see if we can find the shop. I got tons of money. Hopefully there is a shop on this level. I don't know if there's a shop on every level or what, but so far there has been. But again, in terms of being a roguelite, I don't know if I'm really feeling the challenge. We have only just started. I'm going to reiterate that. We're only on level 3 out of I don't know how many levels. But I feel like there could be more difficulty to it, you know? Now, one good thing is the enemies are relatively predictable, which means they're adaptable. They're definitely something you can learn from. It's always good when you have enemies that are pretty consistent. Unless you're going for inconsistent enemies. There we go. Let's not grab that, actually, because if it's still there, I can come back for it later. What's actually interesting, I just noticed I think the harpoons actually do more damage. Okay, there's 6 levels in this current build, so we'll see. Maybe we'll see them all. Alright, anything else? Get out of here, you. I assume this would be so much harder if I couldn't quote-unquote fly. Flying OP. But I mean, that's the beauty of roguelikes, or roguelites in this case even, is sometimes you just get a really optimal build. Immediately even sometimes. Ah, there's the shop. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like extended harpoons and a map. Well, we'll take the harpoons maybe. Extra harpoon. Sweet, so I can have 2 going at once now. Good deal. But I still feel like they should be an actual consumable, you know? They should be limited in their resources. Moving onward. I feel like the transition could be a little juicier, you know? It works, don't get me wrong. Ah, I'm getting pushed everywhere. This current is strong. What's happening? There we go. Oh, that wasn't the current. Okay. So I was holding up in order to go up, obviously, to the next place. And during that, I guess it thought that I was holding it down once I first came in. I thought it was the current taking me, but I guess it's actually a bug where if you pressed up, you have to press up again to unstick it, basically. That's what happened right there. Same with what happened last time, I'm assuming. Alright. Another free health area. Oh, there's the hole. And more shopping. Why not? Ooh, a mermaid. I trust mermaid. Wait, what's this? A little something extra for free? Part of the engine, I guess. Well, I accidentally picked something else up, too. I don't know what that was, but whatever. You might want to, if you're going to make a free item, might want to put it down like somewhere where you might not risk touching something else at the same time. I don't know what this is, but fixes leaks. Okay, I guess maybe that raises my defense? That'd be pretty sweet. Defense up. Ooh. There we go. I just realized I'm actually... Oh, that must have been what I got right there. I guess now I shoot... Oh, wow, I shoot fish, too. Is that what the fish do? Oh, I can shoot the fish! That's what that gun was. I can shoot my fish now. That's kind of cool. Fight for me, fish! Fight with your life! Protect me! The important one! I like that. That's pretty sweet. I got fish ammo now. I can fire all day. And it looks like they come back, too, if they don't die. Oh my god, I love that. That's just so sweet. Everything about that I'm on board with. Except for the part where... Where do I... Oh, there he is. Hiding over there. It's like, what do I kill right now? Right? I would love to have that have that mermaid join me on space adventures, but unfortunately, she would not survive long. We need to get her like a reverse swimsuit, something that keeps her constantly hydrated or something. Then the mermaid can join me for space adventures, and then we'll have a good time, and yeah, space adventures with mermaids. Ooh, trident, triple the poke. Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening here? This is bananas. Here we go. Now we're starting to get more into the roguelike items that I know and love. We're getting like triple fire on our harpoons. We're getting shooting fish guns. It's freaking great. We're getting mermaids who give us free stuff. What else? Come here. Come here. Ah, I still got it. Whatever. So much air, though. I don't care. I'm doing good. But again, we do come into the idea, okay, so let's try to brainstorm some enemies for this game. So we already said sharks, krakens, dolphins with chainsaws. Well, dolphins have been kind of established as friendly, I guess. But if you give them a chainsaw, that establishes them as pretty aggressive, I think. I think if you gave... you can identify the difference between a friendly dolphin and a chainsaw-wielding dolphin that wants to saw off your legs. I think you can tell the difference. But, yeah, so we got that. What else? What else? Oh, anglerfish. Where are all the anglerfish at, right? So you got like a really dark scene somewhere, and like the only way you know that he's there is because of his fish light, you know? That'd be pretty cool. What if there was like a whole area that was pretty much darkened except for by your light, you know? So if there were other light sources, such as say an anglerfish light, you would use those to kind of figure out where you can go and maybe discover, hey, wait a minute, this ain't a safe place at all because it's an anglerfish who's trying to eat me. That'd be fun. Not actually getting eaten, but, you know. The anglerfish part. What else? What else? So, squids, octopuses, yeah, you get like a spray of ink attack, or when you get hit, suddenly your screen is splattered with ink and you don't know where you can go. We don't know what's up and down. Game gets darker as you progress. I thought I noticed that, actually, with the, with this level. It seemed a bit darker. So there you go. So hopefully maybe we'll encounter some anglerfish. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, let's see what the next boss is. It's okay, I got my school of fishies who will sacrifice themselves at the drop of a hat for me. I keep getting stuck on that ground, actually. This right here, this isn't me not moving. This is me actually being stuck on the ground. That might be related to a bug with the flippy flops. If you're touching the ground. There we go. Let's just try to dodge that. And then I can kill it. Stop getting stuck! Probably related with the hitbox and me, like, tilting like that. I'll bet that's what it is. So definitely keep an eye out for that, because that can actually be really frustrating when you're trying to go in for the items, getting stuck on the ground and then hit by things. More fishies. And some precious, precious Alright, here we go. Squiddy! We were just talking about you. Oh! I friggin' called that! Oh my goodness. That's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Look at that. It completely darkens your screen. Harder to see. It's completely... Ooh, it dropped two things. Air up and the old rot gout. I don't know what that is. But out we go. Did I call that or what? Maybe I'm just thinking of super like obvious things, but even still. That's pretty sweet. One thing I like about these rocks is you'll notice when they hit the ground, no matter what level the ground is at, they bounce. That's actually a nice little effect that does give you a little bit of leeway for figuring your way around things. I like that a lot, actually. Most people would probably just code it to go straight through those areas, so I'm glad that that they're exactly like that. That's exactly how I wanted to see them. All right. Was there anything else in the shop? Let's just take a peek. Mermaid, come with me. We'll have good times together. Oh well. Poor mermaid stuck with her life as a merchant at the bottom of the sea. And fish are rude customers. Giant merchants for hazards, that works. The dark. Here we go. It is getting darker. I'm telling you, this is where some anglerfish would really just tie the room together. Oh, hello, I gotta double tap these guys now. That's a change. So it looks like enemies start becoming a little bit bullet spongy. Not harpoon spongy, though. Enemy over there. Screw it, let's fight the boss. Teeth! Ooh, saw blade. I do like these enemy designs, actually. The enemy designs are pretty on point. I'm a fan. I am a fan. But I do wish that there were more, straight-up enemies instead of just the bosses. Air up, and what's this? Boom! Okay. Is that... Ah, baby! Oh, no, that replaced my harpoons. I kind of like the harpoons, but we'll see. Okay, nope, these explode on impact. I'm okay with these. So I get triple boom shots. Nice. The synergies. I like the synergies going on here. What's this? Piercing. Get it? I get it. It was an earring. So I have piercing booms, but it doesn't really matter because they explode on impact anyway, don't they? So, not really much synergy there, but whatever. I'm liking the number of items so far, though. There's a good amount of items. I'm actually really impressed by this. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I actually thought there was going to be way less items. So, this game's already on the right track in terms of items. I like my little underground explosives. Underwater explosives. But again, I'd love to be able to see what items I actually equipped, maybe in some kind of a main menu screen. I'd press escape to see if that would do it, but I'm worried that might actually end the game, so we'll check that just before we're done. All I know is start, don't do it, and select, don't do it. Boom. Give me them fishies. I'm making a school here. Aw, I've maxed out my fishies. You guys can join me too. I don't bite. Well, I mean, I do, but not now at least. I'm kind of depending on you. Alright, so now that I have the triple double explosives, by which I mean I can throw two things of 3 around with no problem, I feel pretty OP right now, which is good. That's the whole synergy aspect. But by the time I got to this point, I was already feeling pretty powerful. So I worry that, again, there's not enough early game challenge to justify the end game power that you get. Or at least that I got. Maybe I just got a really lucky roll. So, anything you can do to up the challenge is most welcome in my opinion. I do like that the knife is falling off as an actual viable tactic now that it's taking 2 hits just to kill eels. Yeah, don't press escape. I was correct. Okay, if I pressed escape, it would have been bad times. A proper screen and inventory are in the works and coming soon. Look at me pointing out the obvious. I'm pretty pro at that. That's why I'm here. Alright, do we have the explosives yet? Not quite yet. I got these explosives, too bad I can't use them. Actually, that'd be kind of cool for an item. Maybe an item like a reusable explosive or something like that, so you don't have to keep hunting them anymore. That'd be a pretty interesting item. Definitely a change up. What do we got here? Alright, Madam Mermaid, is that another fish gun? Is that going to upgrade my current fish gun? Bloop, bloop. Battery, that's probably for my light, finally. And let's get another harpoon, which means more bombs, actually. Look at that, so many bombs. So many bombs, so many fish. Huh. Actually, the battery was not for my light. My light still does not work. Then what was it for? Maybe the light's bugged. I don't know. The problem is lack of conveyance there. I really don't know. That's the issue. Come on, explosives. Where art thou? I'm pretty much on a murder spree right now. I think I can kill anything under the sea right here. Maybe Poseidon himself. Ooh, please tell me Poseidon is a boss. Preferably the last boss. Poseidon or Neptune, it's all good. Maybe you get some King Trident in there, you know, see if Disney sues you. They won't sue you. They'll totally sue you. They'll sue you for anything. They'll sue you for using the word trident. Ho-ho! We have good lawyers! Ho-ho! The animal kingdom don't give a crap down here. Oh, boy. Where are them? There's the explosives. Give me them. Die, eel. Or fish. I guess that was a red snapper. Alright, so let's talk about how I feel about the controls. So far, I'm actually a pretty big fan of these controls. They all play out really well. Everything's super tight. Everything works perfectly. So I got really no bad things to say about the controls. It all plays really nicely. Now, what about, let's say, the juicy factor of it all? How does it all feel? Well, that's where I think improvement can be done here. So let's talk item grabbing for a second here. There's no real item grabbing sound for most of the things. Like, there's coin grabbing sounds, and there's what else? There's air grabbing sound, I think, too, right? Let me just double check that. There's the coin grabbing sound, and there's Yeah, there is an air grabbing sound. That works, but the other items don't have any kind of big accompaniment with them that make them feel like a big deal. And those are the items that matter the most. Those are the items that are going to define your character. You really want to try to make that feel like a big, epic moment when you grab an item. So definitely some kind of a, you know, overture or something. Something big and cool feeling when you pick up a real item would be great. A stat-based item, I should say, rather. Also, when the coin comes out, or when the air bubble comes out, an audio cue would be nice. Like, you know, a flippy sound for the coin right there. I love that effect of the coin flipping, but there could be a sound that could accompany that, you know, a sound that makes it feel like, you know, something that just kind of makes it feel like, hey, an audio cue. There was a coin that just dropped somewhere. Or, hey, an air bubble just formed, like, something cool, you know? The fishies, picking up the fishies, there could be a sound accompaniment for that. There could be a sound accompaniment for shooting the fishies, or shooting the mines for that matter. Obviously, these are all just polish items, so I don't expect them to be here out the gate, but definitely something worth mentioning. Alright, let's see. I believe the next level is level 6, which is the final level that will continually loop, so we'll take a look at that, and then we'll wrap this up. The Dark 2. Electric Boogaloo. But I think the biggest points I want to make with this game right now are it's definitely on the right track, but it needs more bosses. Nobody home right now, so there's no boss for this level just yet. I like that. That's a nice little nice little touch, considering this is beta. Very nice. There's definitely a secret here. I can feel it. I just don't think I can access it with these flippers, unfortunately. Nope, can't go that way. Well, since I know this is all going to loop anyway, and I really just kind of want to see the final boss, which is not currently available, I think we'll call it right here on this. But this game is definitely on the right path, without a doubt in my mind. This is a very fun roguelite that's really doing a great job immediately. Everything flows beautifully. It all plays exactly like I want it to. But I will say it could use some more challenge, especially if you're marking it as a roguelite, which I believe you are. And it could definitely use more resource management behind it. More of a factor that makes me not want to just spam these bombs all the time once I get them. You know, definitely make me want to conserve these for the big moments. Make me want to use the knife more. Or if not that, maybe weaken the harpoon/other weapon and find a way to kind of give me something else for range. I don't know. But I'd say the knife works fine as a standard attack. I'd say that does the job quite well. But overall, I'm just really impressed with what I've seen so far. Music could definitely use some more music, but of course, you know, what couldn't, right? I'd say the music sounds fine. I'd say it definitely fits the theme. It definitely feels like I'm underwater in an underwater adventure. I like the way everything gets darker as time goes on. Again, I'd like to see enemies utilize that. I'd like to see it so like you get anglerfish who try to lure you in. Like there can be different light sources, and then one of the light sources just happens to be an anglerfish. If you're not paying attention, you might get caught out, or you can just kill it, you know? Be wary of your light sources. Give me a reason to keep me on my toes, you know? Definitely more enemies, though. Sharks with laser beams, chainsaw, dolphins, all the fun stuff. Get in touch with the Dolphin Bay guys. They'll set you up. But yeah, I definitely feel pretty powerful right now, especially considering how much air is everywhere. I'm not necessarily saying take away all that air, but I am saying maybe take more air damage. Not quite sure. I don't know what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this is definitely a great start to a very good-looking game. And I would love to find one more shop to see if I can find some more cool items. If there is going to be one. Knifey. Fish fight. But yeah, this has been Super Divernaut. Definitely a great start. And pretty addictive, actually, if I'm being quite honest. I mean, even though I'm fighting the same enemies over and over again, I'm very interested in always finding the new items that are coming out here. It seems like this game's already pretty chock full of them, and I definitely am interested to see what other ones come up here. Look at that, scrape. So I'm guessing that sharpened my knife, maybe made it a little more powerful. Works for me. What else is there? Oh, these eels, though. There we go. They get a lot trickier in the dark. But the important part is the combat is fun, and I feel like that's going to be what's the most important aspect. There we go. Last shop. Let's see what else I can get here. Alright, so give me another pew-pew, air up, and what's this? Pointy and tiny. Did I? Oh, okay. It's like I'm actually leaving behind a trail of urchins. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Let's see if I can use them on an enemy real quick. Alright, so just drop them down there. Yeah, look at that! I'm leaving a little trail of killing really powerful urchins, actually. Huh. You know, you might want to set them up just to kind of slow down or do damage over time, because right now they just seem to flat out kill, and that seems actually a little overpowered. But who am I to judge? I do OP stuff all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Super Divernaut. Very great looking roguelite, and I'm interested to see more of it. Thank you very much for the submission.